Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Eric Schomer, and today we're going to create the Tequila Sour. That's right, we're moving on to tequila, and we're souring it up.
Take yesterday's recipe, replace whiskey with
No,
tequila.
you can't just replace this with whiskey to get a whiskey sour, because I'm using agave nectar, because it's agave nectar. This is an agave-style spirit, being tequila, so it's not the same, but it's close. And you can, of course, use simple syrup if that's how you want to roll. And we're going to use another rocks glass. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 ounces, which is the same we had of our whiskey. We're going to do 2 ounces of Riazul. We're using the silver tequila. The reason I didn't use the reposado is I don't have it because I don't think it's out yet. They have añejo, which is probably the best thing in the world. A little, I don't think it's gonna. It could work in the sour, but I'd like to drink it straight. So we're gonna use the silver. You can use a reposado. You can use your favorite tequila, 100% de agave if you can. I know a few international people have said, "Look, I can't find 100% anywhere." I don't know what to tell you, but
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, and I feel very bad for you in your countries because you should always have at least one brand of 100% agave. I'll see if I can get one of these brands to just push it out there, either like. I don't know wherever people are from, and so we're gonna use again the Margarita Sensations. This is from I think pricklypearfruit.com. I think we'll put it down below. We're gonna garnish it with a cherry. I have oranges, I swear. We're gonna use an orange like we've done before in the past, and little lemon juice. You could use lime juice if you want, but lemon juice at least makes it a little more different than the margarita. And angostura bitters, because you have to have those with the sour, and that's what makes it so classic. And we're good to go. So let's build it up. We're gonna do our 2 ounces of the Riazul, or your favorite. You can use a Cavallino. You can use, oh, it smells good. Sorry. You can use a Cavallino. You can use 1800. You can use Tres Generaciones. This is the Tres Generaciones glass. You put that in one of those, right? Any type of tequilas you want that you think you really like. All right, we'll do 2 dashes of the Angostura bitters. Do you know there's 44.7% alcohol in here?
No, I did not.
If you drink it straight, you'll get wrecked, but you'll probably die long before that. We'll do a 1/2 ounce.
That's a little dramatic.
Have you ever I did a little shot of that last night on the podcast. Don't do that. It tastes awful. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this, we'll already have another episode of our podcast. I've got 3. I've got an ice wine interview, I've got a Scotch whiskey interview, and we've got one of our barbecue episodes. So stay tuned for all of those. They just take a while to edit and stuff. EverydayDrinkers.com if you want to go find those. A little self-pimping. Pimp. Throw some ice in here.
Speaking of pimp, show that we're thinking of.
I can do that. So, before I finish this, I guess I gotta shake this up. Hold on a second. I don't want the ice to get all melty. So, what we were thinking would be neat is I want to expand our domination into the realm of cocktails. Well, I being us as a company and husband-wife. We want to kind of like just branch out and do something different. So what we were thinking, and you can leave a comment on everydaydrinkers.tv or dschomer at everydaydrinkers.com if you want to interact directly, is we're thinking of doing like a his and her cocktail tasting where, you know, we would both be at the table and we'd go through 1 or 2 spirits, maybe some blind tastings to figure out, you know, and rate them like on a 1 to 100 scale and figure out, you know, which one we both like. It could be completely different. There's the, you know, Jennifer's more into the sweets, into the, like,
non-tequilas.
The non-tequilas, and stuff that doesn't have a high potency alcohol. And that's her side. My side is I really don't care. I'll drink anything, but I tend to like a little more sweet, and maybe some sours depending on the day, and something that's got a lot of nuances and dynamics. So we were thinking of doing another show. I don't know how many episodes we do, but it would be like a his and her tasting. If you think that'd be, what's your opinion? If you think it's cool, let us know. We just kind of wanted to get that out there. Maybe we could do a couple and then throw them into the stream and see what people think. They could see them, and then if they're popular, we can spin it off a second show. It'd be like a spin-off of an internet show. It's like Meet the Ropers.
Yeah, kind of.
All right. But we're not ropers. There you go. Doesn't look like the whiskey as much, huh? It's got a little more peachy.
The whiskey was a bit darker.
Yeah,
Whiskey is darker.
If you use a reposado,
Yeah.
you could probably get it a little darker. If you really want to go crazy and use an añejo. Now I'm thinking about it, an añejo might not be bad since you are already using an aged oaked whiskey in a whiskey sour. Maybe I'll have to do that as a separate episode. Añejo sour. Rum sour. Come on, this doesn't end. So there you go. That is your tequila sour using a silver tequila. Gotta tell you that the presentation leaves a little to be desired. I'd like it to be a little darker. What are you gonna do? Smell a little chocolate in there. Wow. Now, unlike the whiskey sour, which I think you get more sweet-sour balance, this starts out really sour. Like you're getting the side of your palate starts to light on fire or tickle or whatever it is when sour bites it. But then the end is sweet. And it does have a good tequila-esque flavoring. But I think for people who like silvers, which Jennifer likes silvers over reposados, this might be okay. I think you've got the delicious taste to it with the acidity kind of makes you salivate. This could be something good right before dinner to kind of really get your body grooving for dinner, your mouth. Definitely got a little sour though. It's not going to be, I was afraid it was going to be too much like a margarita because it's got that sour note to it. But the angostura bitters add something completely different. So you're not getting the margarita taste per se. And you don't have that orange-esque really. You just get that one little orange in there. So give that a try if you're into tequila. I mean, this is always a good time to experiment, right? So there you go. That is your tequila sour. I'm your host, Eric Schomer. Check us out on everydaydrinkers.tv, by the way. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about that show idea we're coming up with. All right. We're teaching you how to drink.